This museum is unique. It's the only one of its kind, not just in the United States, not just in North America, but the only one of its kind in the world.
If you love horses, especially Appaloosas, then the Appaloosa Museum in Moscow, Idaho is a place you should definitely stop and see. Nestled in the heart of the Palouse, this is where the spotlight shines on the history and heritage of the sensational spotted horse.
The Appaloosa is a distinctively American breed. It has a long history with America. It's tied to the history of Lewis and Clark, the exploration of the West, the Indian Wars, many things of that nature, and this museum holds that story. It is a collection of artifacts from Native Americans, area settlers, areas throughout the general Northwest where the breed was known, all kinds of things that would be connected to that horse.
It just makes horse sense that the idea for the Appaloosa Museum came from right next door at the Appaloosa Horse Club. Founded in 1938, it is the International Breed Registry for the Appaloosa, and it shares the museum's mission.
The mission of the Appaloosa Museum is to preserve the history of the breed and its connection to a specific area of the Northwest, and to honor the prominent horses and people within the breed, and to share the story of what the Appaloosa has been in the past and what it is today.
That's probably a bridle. Yeah.
I think it's a bridle.
The Appaloosa Museum was established as a nonprofit organization in 1975. It is designed to be a self-guided exploration into the world of the amazing Appaloosa and its powerful connection to the Palouse and its people.
The Appaloosa happens to be the state horse of Idaho, but it's had a long history in Idaho long before that. It has an association with the Nez Perce Native people who raised Appaloosas among their many horse herds. They were some of the greatest horsemen of the Native Americans in their era.
Unlike other tribes, the Nez Perce were the only Native Americans known to selectively breed their horses, using only the best animals to build their herds. The Nez Perce Indians helped make the Appaloosa a truly distinctive breed.
When visitors come to the Appaloosa Museum, some of the things that they will see include the wing that is dedicated to Nez Perce Native American history, with some artifacts that include everything from a war bonnet to a Nez Perce saddle. They will find a section that's devoted to the breed's connection with the U.S. cavalry, to Palouse homesteaders, to work on the circus and to entertainment venues. There's a children's wing,
Your very own teepee.
and there's also a gift shop.
The museum is open year-round and admission is free. It welcomes all visitors and has free educational programs for school and youth groups. Kids of all ages are sure to marvel at the vast collection of Appaloosa artifacts that are as unique as the horse itself.
Appaloosas are distinctive. There are no two that are alike. And so they appeal to people who like to be individualistic themselves and have a horse that is a vehicle of self-expression. They're known for their stamina, their endurance, athletic ability, and for their affinity for people. The most distinctive feature of Appaloosas is the speckled or spotted coat. And it can be anything from white with spots all over the entire body to a patch of white over the rump with halo shape or peacock shaped spots in it, to just a little smattering of speckles all over the body. And some Appaloosas have no coloration at all. They also have vertical stripes on their feet, alternating between black and white. Then they also have white around their eye called sclera, like a human does. And it gives them tremendous expression that other horses just don't have. The origin of the name Appaloosa is interesting, and it's also actually tied to the Palouse country. When settlers first saw people riding a distinctively spotted horse, they would ask, "What kind of horse is that?" because they weren't seen in other parts of the country. And they would be told it's a Palouse horse. It came from the Palouse. And then that was stretched out to Appaloose, to Appaloosie, to Appaloosa.
Ready to have some fun there, partner? Got a horse with spots on it. You ready?
While the museum is serious about sharing the Appaloosa story, it also knows how to horse around with family-friendly equine events like Appy Fest.
Appy Fest is one of the annual events that's put on by the Appaloosa Museum. and it is designed to introduce the Appaloosa horse to young families in the Palouse area. And so we generate youth-oriented activities. The kids get to sit on an Appaloosa horse and ride it around. They get to practice roping skills with the roping dummy.
Let it go!
There are activities that children can do where they can sit in an actual Western saddle and do coloring pages, and they can play with Appaloosa toys.
Okay, so you want to fold these back so that the tent is open?
Today, the Appaloosa horse is one of the most popular breeds in the United States. Distinctive and dynamic, it has a magnetic mystique that goes back generations. And a field trip to the Appaloosa Museum and Heritage Center is the perfect spot to see why.
What I enjoy most about the Appaloosa Museum is coming here and losing myself in the artifacts and the stories that are behind them. I think if you enjoy any kind of history at all and you like to go to museums, that this is a fine one to come to, because it's not just about horses, it's about the people associated with the horses and what the horse did for those people over the course of its history. There's just something about humans and horses, and Appaloosas in particular, that makes a strong affinity.
If you have an idea for Northwest Profiles, send it to KSPS TV, 3911 South Regal, Spokane, Washington 99223. Northwest Profiles is a presentation of KSPS Public Television.